Welcome back to Famous People, English Stories, audiobook in minutes. Today, we are going to build a blueprint for confidence. We're diving deep into the secrets of body language, not just so you can look more confident, but so you can actually change how you feel from the outside in. So let's just kick things off with a huge question. Can your body actually change your mind? I mean, really think about that. Can the way you stand or the way you move fundamentally alter what's going on inside your head?
Most of us think that body language is all about sending signals to other people. But here's the real secret. It's a two-way street. Your posture is sending incredibly powerful signals directly to your own brain. It's this wild feedback loop. When you stand like a superhero, shoulders back, chest out, your brain actually gets the message, hey, we're confident. And that's why it's a superpower, because you can consciously use it to change how you feel, even if you're just faking it at first.
Okay, so where do we even begin with all this? Well, it all starts with a foundation, your basic physical presence. This is the canvas you're working with before you even open your mouth. It really just boils down to one simple idea. Space. Think about it. When we feel insecure or nervous, what's our first instinct? We shrink. We hunch our shoulders, we look at the ground, we try to take up as little physical space as possible. It's a classic submissive signal. Confidence does the complete opposite. It's all about expansion. Shoulders back, an open stance. You are literally, physically claiming your space, and that tells your brain and everyone else in the room that you belong there. And this idea of physical presence, it extends all the way to the very first moment you connect with someone, the handshake. One source pointed out this wild line from one of Donald Trump's books where he said, I won't do business with someone who has a weak handshake. Now, why would he say something so absolute? Because a weak, limp handshake is often seen as a direct signal of weak conviction. On the other hand, a firm, confident handshake, well, that can set a powerful, positive tone for the entire interaction. All right, so once you've got that strong physical foundation, what's next? Now we get into the really dynamic stuff. The cues you use when you're in the middle of a one-on-one conversation. Eye contact, it's a total balancing act, right? Too much feels kind of aggressive, but too little makes you seem nervous or insecure. The secret is finding a natural rhythm, a kind of dance. Try holding their gaze for about 3 to 5 seconds. Then just calmly and briefly look away, and then re-engage. This confident little pattern totally replaces those nervous darting glances, and it shows that you're both engaged and super relaxed. But what if even that 3 to 5 second rule just feels impossible? Like in a really high-pressure moment. Okay, here's a brilliant little trick for you. Just slightly blur your vision. It's subtle, but it reduces the intensity of that direct gaze, letting you maintain the look of strong eye contact without feeling so completely overwhelmed by it. It's a fantastic little hack. All right, next cue, and I want you to be really honest with yourself on this one. Is your smile real? Our brains are hardwired to spot a fake smile from a mile away. A real, genuine smile, what scientists call a Duchenne smile, it's not just about your mouth. It's all in the eyes. It's when the muscles around your eyes contract and create those little crinkles at the corners. That's the signal of true warmth and trust. And this is why, sometimes heavy Botox can feel a little off. It can freeze those muscles and accidentally remove one of our most important signals for trust. But it's not just the smile. There's this whole collection of tiny signals that show you are completely locked into a conversation. When you tilt your head a little, nod along as they speak, lean in just a bit, and maybe even subtly mirror their posture, you are building this incredible, unconscious rapport. You're basically non-verbally screaming, I hear you and what you're saying really matters to me. Okay, so you've nailed the one-on-one. But what happens when you have to command an entire room? How do you scale these principles up? Let's talk about the body language of authority. Think about it. Nervous energy is fast energy. The biggest giveaway of nerves is fast, fidgety movements. Confidence is the exact opposite. It's calm, it's deliberate, it's poised. When you slow everything down, your walking, your gestures, you send this incredibly powerful message. I control this space, and I control the time. You're not rushing, because you don't need to.
And that control of time, it's not just about your movements. It's also about how you speak. Watch this. See that? See what just happened there? That little bit of silence, it creates tension, it creates anticipation. It probably made you lean in a little closer. A well-placed pause is one of the most powerful tools you have for grabbing attention. It shows you're so confident you aren't even afraid of silence.
Now let's talk about the sound of authority. This is so cool. Just listen to the difference. If I end all my sentences with an upward intonation, it sounds like I'm asking a question, right? It feels a little unsure. But when I end my sentences with a downward intonation, it lands like a definitive statement. It feels final. That tiny vocal shift is literally the difference between asking for permission and just claiming your authority.
And it's not just the direction your voice goes, but the pitch itself. A lower vocal tone is just consistently perceived as more serious and more authoritative. The perfect example of this is Paris Hilton. For years, she used that really high-pitched baby voice, and the perception of her is completely different from when she speaks in her natural lower register today. It's just a powerful reminder of how our vocal choices can dramatically change how people see us. All right, we have gone through a ton of stuff, so let's bring it all home and pull it together into your final blueprint. And remember, this is not about being fake. It's about making a conscious choice in how you show up, both for the world and, more importantly, for yourself. So, if you're going to remember anything from this, remember this. Here's your cheat sheet. First, fix your posture. That's the foundation for everything. Next, master that 3 to 5 second rhythm for eye contact. Always speak with a downward intonation to signal authority. Slow your movements way down and use pauses to control the pace. And above all else, never forget that first principle. Take up space. Expand. Never, ever shrink. Look, if there's one single idea you take away from all this, let it be this. You are not a victim of your feelings. Even on the days you feel weak or insecure or terrified on the inside, you have the power to consciously choose a confident physical state on the outside. You can always use your body as a tool to change your mind. So I'm going to leave you with a powerful scenario to really think about. Imagine this. The biggest, most important job interview of your life is tomorrow. But today, you got terrible news. Your cat just died. You feel weak, heartbroken, and completely unprepared. So the question is, what is your body language going to be? You have the blueprint now. The choice is yours.